Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today is a bit of a special edition of the show. Usually, we're taking a huge nonfiction book or a really complex piece of geopolitical news, and we're just tearing it apart to find the big ideas.
Right.
But today we're going back to school.
In the best possible way, I hope. We're slowing things way down.
Exactly. We have a very, very specific source material for this deep dive. It's a file called Vocab Set 96.
Which sounds a little dry, I'll admit.
It does. It sounds very dry, but honestly, when I was looking at it, it looks like the blueprint for the entire human experience. It's a list of 30 essential English idioms and phrasal verbs.
It really is a masterclass in the language of life. I mean, we're going to cover everything from falling in love to breaking up to just, trying to survive the day. But we aren't just going to read you a list. Our mission today is to act as patient teachers. We're going to step into the role of an instructor, and we're guiding a student. And that student is you, the listener, through these phrases.
Right. And because we want this to be a true deep dive, a real lesson, we have some very strict rules of engagement today. We are not skipping anything.
No skipping.
We are not grouping things together just because they seem similar. We are going sequentially, line by line, from number 1 all the way to number 30.
Precision is absolutely the goal here. And for every single item, we're going to apply a rigorous checklist to make sure you truly own these words.
Okay, so what's on that checklist?
First, we'll explain the meaning, simply and slowly. Then we'll give you exactly 3 concrete example sentences.
Okay.
We'll look at the grammar. Is it a noun, a verb, an adjective? We'll also look at synonyms, prepositions, and those tricky little things called collocations, the words that usually live next to these phrases.
And finally, we'll look at the opposites.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes to really understand what something is, you have to know what it isn't.
That's it, exactly. So our invitation to you is to take a deep breath. Clear your mind. We're going to slow our speaking pace right down and really focus on the mechanics of the English language.
Let's begin the lesson. And we're starting with endings, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Line 1 is break up with somebody or split up with somebody.
Okay, so let's start with the core meaning. To break up means to end a romantic relationship. It's the specific action of separating from a partner, and it usually implies the relationship was, at least a little serious. You don't really break up after just one date. It's a heavy term.
It sounds painful. The word break itself suggests something shattering, something breaking into pieces.
It really does. It's not a gentle word.
So let's hear how this sounds in some real-life contexts. I've got our 3 examples ready.
Let's hear them.
Here is the first sentence. They decided to break up because they wanted different things in life.
Very final.
It sounds final, doesn't it? Here's the second sentence. She was very sad when she had to break up with her boyfriend.
You can feel the emotion in that one.
And the third sentence, using that other phrase. After 5 years of marriage, they decided to split up.
Those are perfect examples, and they lead us right into the grammar, the word family.
Okay.
Breakup, written as 2 separate words, is a phrasal verb. It's the action.
We are going to break up.
Precisely. But, and this is a really important point to remember, if you push those 2 words together into one single word, breakup.
It becomes a noun.
It becomes a noun. It is the name of the event itself, so you can say the breakup was very hard.
So action is the verb, 2 words. The event, the thing, is the noun, 1 word.
You've got it. That's a key distinction.
Now, in that third example, we used split up. So I'm guessing that's a synonym.
Yes, split up is the most direct synonym. It's maybe a little more casual, a little less violent sounding than break.
Okay.
You could also use the word separate, which sounds a bit more formal, a bit more legal. It's often used for married couples who aren't divorced yet but are living apart.
I see. What about the grammar of who you're doing this to, the prepositions?
The crucial preposition here is with. You break up with a person.
Not at them or to them?
Never. The relationship was something you shared, so you ended them.
That makes sense. And how do we usually describe this event, the collocations? What words hang around it?
Well, sadly, you will very often hear about a messy breakup, which means there was a lot of fighting and drama, or just a bad breakup. On the other hand, if you're very lucky, you might have an amicable breakup, which means you managed to stay friends.
And finally, for this first one, what's the opposite? What's the negation of breaking up?
The opposite would be to get together with someone or to start dating.
Or what if you have a fight and then you
make up. That's when you get back together after a fight or a breakup.
Okay. Let's take a little pause and move to the other end of the emotional spectrum. Line 2. Crazy about somebody or mad about somebody.
This is a much happier phrase.
Much happier.
The meaning here is to like someone extremely, extremely much. It expresses a huge amount of enthusiasm or love for a person.
Okay, I have to ask this because I know this confuses students. Doesn't mad usually mean angry?
That is a very, very important distinction. Yes. In American English especially, mad almost always means angry.
Right. I'm mad at you.
But in this specific idiom, mad about someone, it means you love them. The idea is that you are mad in the sense of being insane with love. It's that powerful.
That makes perfect sense. It's about the intensity. Okay, let's look at 3 examples of how we use this.
Great.
Sentence 1. He has been crazy about her since the day they met.
Instant connection.
Sentence 2. I am absolutely mad about that new singer. Her voice is amazing.
Good one.
And sentence 3. She is crazy about football and never misses a game.
I really like that you included that third example. It shows that the semantic field, the area of meaning here, isn't just romance. It's about intense passion for anything. A person, a hobby, a band, a sport. Grammatically, these are adjectives describing a state of being.
So if I want to vary my vocabulary, what are some synonyms for being crazy about someone or something?
You could say you are infatuated with someone, which often implies a kind of short-term, intense crush.
Okay.
You can also say you're obsessed with them, which is even stronger, maybe a little negative, or for things simply passionate about something.
And the preposition seems very consistent here.
It is. It is always about. You are crazy about him, you are mad about her, never with or for.
Got it. What words usually sit next to this phrase? The collocations.
We often use intensifiers to make it even stronger. You'll hear completely crazy about or totally mad about or, like in your example, absolutely mad about. It just emphasizes that the feeling is overwhelming.
And the opposite. If I'm not crazy about someone, what am I?
Well, you might be indifferent to them.
Meaning you just don't care one way or the other.
Exactly. Or if you actively dislike them, you might say you are sick of them.
Okay, let's breathe and move on to line 3. This is a piece of advice we hear all the time. Put yourself in somebody's shoes or put yourself in somebody's place.
This is such a classic idiom. It's really the definition of empathy.
It is.
The meaning is to imagine yourself in another person's situation, to truly try and visualize what it would be like to live their life or face their specific problems.
It's such a beautiful metaphor. It's obviously not about literally wearing their footwear.
No, strictly figurative. It's all about changing your perspective.
Okay, let's see how we use this in sentences. Example 1. Before you judge him, try to put yourself in his shoes.
Classic piece of advice.
The second one. If you put yourself in my place, you would understand why I'm upset.
That's a very common way to ask for understanding.
And the third. It is hard to put yourself in the shoes of someone who has lost everything.
That shows the difficulty of true empathy sometimes. So this phrase, it belongs to the semantic field of empathy, of understanding, of compassion. It's a verb phrase, and it's almost always used to ask for that compassion.
What are some other ways to say this? What are the synonyms?
Well, you could use the verb empathize a bit more formally, or you could say something like see it from their perspective, or look at it from their point of view.
And the preposition seems to be in.
That's right. You put yourself in their shoes or in their place. You are stepping inside their experience.
And collocations. How does this phrase usually appear?
It's very often used as a command or as a piece of advice. Try to put yourself in their shoes. You should put yourself in her place. It's rarely used to describe something in the past. It's usually asking someone to do it right now.
And the opposite. What's the opposite of putting yourself in someone's shoes?
The opposite would be to be insensitive, to judge someone quickly, or to just be self-centered and only think about your own feelings.
Okay. Line 4. This is one where we need to be careful. Fall in love versus making love.
Yes, we must be very, very precise here as teachers. These are two very different things in the world of relationships, and mixing them up can be, well, embarrassing.
Very. So let's break it down. Fall in love.
Fall in love is the process. It's about developing deep romantic feelings for someone. It's emotional. It happens in your heart and in your mind.
And making love.
Making love is a euphemism. That's a polite or indirect way of saying something for having sexual intercourse. But specifically, it implies there is an emotional connection. It's not just a physical act.
Right. So one is a feeling, the process. The other is a physical act that is connected to that feeling.
Exactly.
Let's hear the examples to make this perfectly clear. Sentence 1. They started to fall in love after their first trip together.
You see, a process over time.
Sentence 2. He realized he was falling in love with his best friend.
An emotional discovery.
And sentence 3, for the other phrase, the movie scene implied they were making love by fading to black.
A very clear distinction there. So fall in love is a verb phrase involving the heart. Make love is a verb phrase involving the body, but with affection.
Okay. What are some synonyms for fall in love?
A more poetic way to say it might be lose your heart to someone.
Oh, that's nice.
Or a bit more clinical, you would say develop feelings for someone.
And for make love, what are the alternatives?
Well, the most common neutral synonym is probably sleep with. Make love is much more romantic and soft than other terms, which might be too crude or direct for polite conversation.
And the prepositions are really key here, aren't they?
They are critical. You fall in love with someone,
Okay.
but you make love to or with someone. Both are possible there.
Got it. And common collocations.
We often say fall deeply in love or fall madly in love, which, connects back to our earlier phrase.
Right.
For the other phrase, it's usually just used on its own. Make love.
And the opposite.
The opposite of falling in love is, sadly, falling out of love.
Right. Okay. Moving on. Line 5. For good.
Now, this is a very tricky one for learners.
Why is that?
Because the words themselves, for and good, suggest something positive, something beneficial, like for the benefit of someone.
Ah, I see. But that's not what it means at all.
Not at all. The meaning is actually forever or permanently.
So if I say I'm leaving for good, it doesn't mean I'm leaving to go do good things.
No, it means you are not coming back. It indicates finality. The decision is permanent.
Okay, the examples usually involve stopping a habit or leaving a place. Let's see. Sentence 1. He decided to quit smoking for good.
Meaning forever. He will never smoke again.
Sentence 2. She is moving to Canada for good.
She has no plans to return.
And sentence 3. I hope this repair fixes the problem for good.
Permanently. I don't want to see this problem again.
So the semantic field here is all about time and permanence. It acts as an adverb, right? It describes how long something will last.
That's exactly right.
And synonyms.
The best ones are permanently and forever. You could also use the phrase once and for all.
Are there any prepositions we need to worry about?
Well, the phrase itself begins with the preposition for. It's built in.
And collocations. What do we usually hear this with?
We often say gone for good. Or you might see a sign on a shop that has gone out of business that says closed for good.
That's a sad one.
It is.
And the opposite of for good?
The opposite would be temporarily, or for now, or for the time being.
Okay. Next. Line 6. Take your time.
This is a very gentle, very kind phrase.
It feels reassuring.
It is. It's used to give someone permission. It means do not rush. It's advising someone to do something at their own comfortable pace.
The very polite thing to say to someone who seems stressed or pressured.
Exactly.
Okay, sentence 1. Please take your time answering the question. There is no rush.
A teacher might say that during an exam.
Sentence 2. He took his time getting ready for the party.
So he was slow and careful.
And sentence 3. You should take your time when making such a big decision.
This fits right into the semantic field of patience and time management. It's a verb phrase, but it functions almost like a piece of comforting advice.
And what are the synonyms for take your time?
You could just say don't rush or go slow. Or, a little more formally, proceed at your own pace.
And collocations.
It's very often paired with please take your time. Or you can extend it. Take as much time as you need.
That's a very generous thing to say.
It is.
And the opposite. What if I want someone to hurry?
Then you would say hurry up or rush, speed up. Or the very common informal phrase, get a move on.
Okay. Line 7. Ask somebody out.
A classic step in relationships. This is the specific act of inviting someone on a romantic date.
It's the beginning of courtship.
Yeah.
And it often requires a lot of courage.
It really does. It's a vulnerable moment.
Let's look at some examples of that moment. Sentence 1. He was too nervous to ask her out.
We've all been there.
Sentence 2. She asked him out to dinner.
Good for her.
And sentence 3. Finally, he gathered the courage to ask his crush out.
Notice the grammar there. This is what we call a separable phrasal verb.
What does that mean?
It means the object, the person, can go in the middle, ask her out, or it can go at the end, ask out a girl. Both are correct.
Ah, that's useful to know. And synonyms.
The most direct one is invite on a date, or just invite out. But ask out is by far the most common, casual way to say this in English.
The preposition is clearly out.
Yes, you ask them out, and then you often add another preposition, too, for the location. Ask them out to dinner. Ask them out to the movies.
And those are the collocations, I guess.
Exactly. Ask out on a date. Ask out to the movies.
And what's the opposite here? Is there an opposite action?
Well, in the context of the interaction, the opposite outcome is to turn someone down.
Ah, to reject them.
Right. To say no.
Okay. Line 8. The last one in this section. Love at first sight.
A very famous idiom. You find it in fairy tales, in movies, in songs.
And what does it mean exactly?
It means falling in love immediately, the very first time you see someone. An instant, deep, romantic connection.
It's that magic fairy tale moment.
It is.
Okay, our examples. Sentence 1. My grandparents always say their relationship was love at first sight.
A lovely story.
Sentence 2. Do you believe in love at first sight?
A common philosophical question about love.
And sentence 3. For him, it wasn't love at first sight. They were friends for a long time first.
Which is also a very common way for love to grow.
So this is a noun phrase, right?
Yes, it acts as a single noun. It's usually the object of a sentence. And its semantic field is romance and destiny.
Synonyms.
You could talk about an instant attraction or an immediate connection, or simply love from the start.
And the preposition is important.
It is. It uses at, love at first sight, not on or in first sight. It's at that specific moment.
And collocations.
The most common one is believe in. As in your example, do you believe in love at first sight?
And the opposite. What do you call it when it's not love at first sight?
You might call it a slow burn.
Oh, I like that.
Or just gradual affection, love that grows over time.
Okay, that wraps up our first section on beginnings and feelings. Now we move into the dynamics of relationships, the struggle.
When things get real.
Line 9. Put up with something or put up with somebody.
This means to tolerate something unpleasant. You endure it, usually without complaining too much. You don't like it, but you accept it.
Why would you accept it?
Well, because you have to. Maybe it's your job, or because you love the person and the good parts outweigh the bad.
It implies a kind of patience, but maybe a frustrated patience.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, sentences. Number 1. I don't know how she puts up with his bad temper.
That implies his temper is very difficult to tolerate.
Sentence 2. We had to put up with the construction noise all day.
An unavoidable annoyance.
And sentence 3. He couldn't put up with the rude customers anymore, so he quit his job.
That shows the limit of his tolerance.
So this is a phrasal verb, put up with.
Yes. All 3 words are necessary.
And synonyms.
The best ones are tolerate, endure, stand, or bear. You often hear people say, I can't stand it, which is very, very close to I can't put up with it.
And this one has 2 prepositions.
It does. Up and with. You need both. You can't just put up the noise. You have to put up with the noise.
That's a great point. And collocations.
You'll often hear people say someone has to put up with a lot, or in the negative, I refuse to put up with this.
And the opposite.
To reject, to protest, or to refuse to accept something.
Okay. Line 10. Stick together.
This phrase suggests glue.
Mm.
It means to stay united, to support each other, especially when things are difficult. It implies a deep sense of loyalty.
It's that us against the world feeling.
Exactly.
Sentence 1. Families need to stick together during hard times.
That's the ideal, anyway.
Sentence 2. If we stick together, we can solve this problem.
A call for teamwork.
And sentence 3. The 2 friends stuck together all through high school.
It shows their loyalty over a long period. The semantic field here is all about loyalty and unity. It's a verb phrase.
What are some synonyms?
Stay together, support one another, or a more formal one, remain united.
And collocations.
You often hear it as a piece of advice. We need to stick together. And there's a very famous phrase, stick together through thick and thin.
Meaning through good times and bad times.
Exactly.
And the opposite of sticking together.
To betray someone, to abandon them, or going back to our first phrase, to split up.
Okay. Next up, line 11. Build on something.
This uses a construction metaphor. It's like building a house.
Okay.
It means to use a past success or a past achievement as the foundation for more progress. You're adding to something good that you already have.
So you're not starting from zero. You're adding new bricks to a wall that's already there.
That's a perfect image for it.
Okay. Let's hear the examples. Sentence 1. We want to build on the success of our last project.
Using past success to create future success.
Sentence 2. The new course builds on the knowledge you learned in Level 1.
It's a cumulative process.
And sentence 3. They need to build on this trust to improve the relationship.
Trust as a foundation. This is a verb phrase, and it's all about progress and development.
What are some synonyms for build on?
You could say develop, expand upon, or grow.
And the preposition is?
Always on, you build on something.
And collocations.
The most common are build on success, build on a foundation, or as we just heard, build on trust.
And what's the opposite of building on something?
The opposite would be to start from scratch, which means starting from zero. Or even more extremely, to destroy or tear down what was there before.
Okay. Line 12. This one sounds negative. Walk out or walk out on somebody.
It is a very negative phrase. It means to abandon someone, to leave a situation suddenly and irresponsibly. Usually when you are needed or expected to stay, it implies anger or maybe even cowardice.
It's a very traumatic action.
It is.
Okay, sentence 1. He walked out on his family 10 years ago.
A very serious act of abandonment.
Sentence 2. You can't just walk out of the meeting because you are angry.
That's unprofessional behavior.
And sentence 3. She walked out on the job without giving any notice.
Very irresponsible. The semantic field here is definitely abandonment. It's a powerful phrasal verb.
And the synonyms.
The strongest ones are abandon and desert. You could also just say leave or quit, but walk out has that extra feeling of suddenness and anger.
And the preposition is important.
Very. You walk out of a place, like a meeting, but you walk out on a person or a responsibility.
That's a key difference. And collocations.
We often hear about someone walking out on a marriage or walking out on a partner.
And the opposite.
To stay by someone's side, to commit to them, or simply to stay put.
Line 13 is another one about distance. Drift apart.
This one is sad, but it's much quieter than walking out.
How so?
Walking out is a sudden, loud event. Drifting apart means to slowly lose closeness with someone over time. There's usually no big fight. You just stop connecting.
Like two little boats on a lake, just slowly floating away from each other.
That is the perfect metaphor for it. It's often nobody's fault. It just happens.
Okay, let's hear the examples. Sentence 1. After college, the two best friends began to drift apart.
A very common sad story.
Sentence 2. They didn't hate each other. They just drifted apart over the years.
It emphasizes the lack of a specific conflict.
And sentence 3. It is natural for people to drift apart if they don't make an effort to stay in touch.
So the semantic field here is all about distancing within relationships. It's about a slow, gradual separation.
And synonyms.
The closest one is grow apart. You could also say lose touch or distance oneself.
And the collocations reflect that slowness.
Yes, exactly. We almost always say slowly drift apart or gradually drift apart. It's rarely a sudden thing.
And the opposite of drifting apart.
To grow closer, to bond, or to reconnect with someone you've lost touch with.
Okay. Line 14. This is a very common idiom. Get on somebody's nerves.
It is. We use it all the time to describe irritation.
What's the image here?
Imagine something literally walking on your sensitive nerve endings, causing you pain or irritation. That's the feeling it's trying to capture.
It's that feeling where you just want to scream, stop doing that.
Precise.
Okay, sentences. Number 1. That loud chewing is really getting on my nerves.
A classic example of a small, annoying habit.
Number 2. Stop tapping your pen on the desk. You are getting on my nerves.
Another one, a repetitive sound.
And number 3. His constant complaining gets on everyone's nerves.
So it's not just sounds, but behaviors too. The semantic field here is annoyance and irritation.
What are some synonyms?
The simple verbs are annoy and irritate. More informally, you could say something is bugging you or bothering you.
And the preposition.
It's always on. It gets on your nerves.
We call locations.
We often add an intensifier, like really getting on my nerves, or we talk about the beginning of the feeling. It's starting to get on my nerves.
And the opposite. What's the opposite of getting on someone's nerves?
It would be to please someone, to soothe them, or to calm them.
Okay. Line 15. Keep doing something, or keep on doing something.
This phrase means to continue an action. It often implies persistence. You keep going despite difficulties.
But it can also be negative, right? Like you keep doing something annoying.
Exactly. It can be good, like persistence, or bad, like an annoying habit that won't stop.
Let's look at the examples. Sentence 1, the positive side. You must keep studying if you want to pass the exam.
Persistence is necessary for success.
Sentence 2, the negative side. He kept on talking even during the movie.
Annoying continuation.
And the third one, why do you keep making the same mistake?
Frustration at a repeated action.
So the semantic field is continuity and persistence. What's the difference between keep doing and keep on doing?
The on is optional, but adding it often emphasizes the duration. He kept on talking. Sounds like it went on for longer and was more annoying than just he kept talking.
There's a subtle but useful difference. Synonyms.
Continue, persist, or the phrasal verb carry on.
And collocations.
We often use it in encouraging phrases like keep on trying, keep going, or keep pushing.
And the opposite.
Stop, give up, quit, or the more formal cease.
Line 16, the last one for this part. All over the place.
This phrase describes a state of chaos. It means disorganized, confused, or physically scattered everywhere.
And it can apply to physical things or mental things, right?
Absolutely. Your room can be all over the place, and your thoughts can be all over the place.
Let's see that in the example. Sentence 1. Her clothes were all over the place in her bedroom.
Physical chaos, a messy room.
Sentence 2. His presentation was bad. His ideas were all over the place.
Mental chaos, disorganized thinking.
And sentence 3. We have been traveling all over the place this summer.
Meaning to many different scattered locations.
So the semantic field is chaos or widespread location.
Yes.
What are some synonyms?
For the physical meaning, everywhere, or scattered. For the mental meaning, disorganized or chaotic.
And the collocations are pretty clear from the examples.
Yes. My stuff is all over the place.
Yeah, mine too.
His mind is all over the place.
And the opposite.
Tidy, organized, focused, or in one place.
Phew. Okay, we're halfway through. Now we're moving into part 3, which is about responsibility and resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And we start with line 17.
Yeah.
Your fair share of something.
This means having a sufficient amount of something, or the amount that is rightfully yours.
Okay, that sounds simple enough.
But, and this is the tricky part, it is very often used, ironically or sarcastically, to mean you've had too much of something bad.
Okay. So if I say I've had my fair share of cake, that means I had enough, a good amount.
Right.
But if I say I've had my fair share of trouble, it means I've had way too much trouble.
Exactly. You're using fair to mean more than fair. Let's hear your examples.
Okay. Sentence 1. I have had my fair share of bad luck this year.
Meaning too much bad luck?
Sentence 2. She has done her fair share of the work on this project.
Meaning she did the correct, equitable amount.
And sentence 3. We have seen our fair share of problems starting this business.
Again, meaning more than enough problems. The semantic field here is quantity and equity.
And synonyms.
Depending on the context, it could be plenty, enough, or a lot of.
And the preposition is always.
Oof. Your fair share of something.
And collocations.
It's very commonly used with have had or have done. I've had my fair share. He's done his fair share.
And the opposite.
None. A lack of or an insufficient amount.
Okay. Line 18. Mess around or mess about.
This means to behave in a silly, non-serious way. Or to waste time doing unimportant things. It implies you're not being serious when you probably should be.
It's what kids do when the teacher leaves the classroom.
That's a perfect example. They start messing around.
Let's look at the sentences. Number 1, stop messing around and do your homework.
A parent's classic line.
Number 2, he spent the whole afternoon just messing around in the garage.
Meaning doing nothing productive, just tinkering.
And number 3, don't mess around with electricity. It is very dangerous.
Now that's an interesting one. There, mess around with implies touching or experimenting with something you shouldn't. It's a warning.
So the semantic field is playfulness or inefficiency.
Yes.
Definitely.
And what's the difference between around and about?
I was going to ask.
Mess about is a little more common in British English. Mess around is more common in American English, but they mean the same thing.
Got it. And synonyms?
Goof off, play around, or waste time.
And collocations.
You often hear it as a command, quit messing around. Or, as a defense, I was just messing around.
The opposite.
To focus, to be serious, or to get to work.
Line 19. This one feels emphatic, over and over again.
It is emphatic. It simply means repeatedly, many, many times.
But it has a certain feeling to it, doesn't it?
It does. It often implies a bit of frustration or exhaustion with the repetition. It's stronger than just saying, again.
It feels like you're stuck in a cycle. Let's see. Sentence 1. I have told you over and over again to clean your room.
You can hear the parental frustration there.
Sentence 2, a more positive use. He practiced the song over and over again until it was perfect.
That shows dedication.
And sentence 3, making the same mistake over and over again is so frustrating.
The semantic field is simply repetition.
What are some synonyms?
Repeatedly is the most direct one. Time and time again is another very similar phrase. A very formal Latin one is ad nauseum, which means repeating something until you feel sick of it.
And collocations.
It's often told you over and over, or listened to it over and over.
The opposite would be?
Once, or never again, or rarely.
Okay. Line 20. This one sounds a bit formal. Take something into account.
It does sound a bit more formal, yes. It means to consider a specific fact or detail when you are making a decision or a judgment.
So you're including it in your mental calculation before you decide.
That's a great way to put it. You're factoring it in.
Okay, let's hear the examples. Sentence 1. When you are planning the trip, you must take the weather into account.
A very practical piece of advice.
Sentence 2. We need to take his young age into account before we judge his behavior.
A call for context and fairness.
And sentence 3, often used in arguments. You didn't take my feelings into account when you made that decision.
Ouch. That's an accusation of being inconsiderate. The semantic field here is consideration and decision-making.
And synonyms.
Consider, bear in mind, or the phrasal verb factor in.
And the preposition is?
Always into. You take something into account.
And collocations.
It's often taken into account the fact that, or people talk about the failure to take something into account.
And the opposite is simple enough.
Yes. To ignore, disregard, or overlook something.
Okay. Line 21. A very important distinction here. On your own or by yourself.
Right. They both mean the same thing. Doing something alone without help or company.
But they are constructed differently.
They are, and that's the key teaching point. They imply independence or solitude. It can be a positive, empowering thing, or it can feel lonely.
Let's see. Sentence 1. She lives on her own in the city.
That suggests independence.
Sentence 2. Did you build this whole table by yourself?
That suggests surprise at someone's skill and ability to work alone.
And sentence 3. I prefer to travel on my own.
A personal preference for solitude. The semantic field is solitude and independence.
So what are the synonyms?
Alone, solo, independently, or unaided.
Okay, now let's get to that grammatical construction. The prepositions?
Pay close attention here. The preposition on goes with the word own. On my own, on your own.
Right.
The preposition by goes with the reflexive pronoun by myself, by yourself.
And you can't mix them. You can't say on myself or by my own.
Never. That's the most common mistake students make.
And collocations.
We often add all for emphasis. I did it all on my own. Or we use it as a command. Do it by yourself.
And the opposite.
Together with help or accompanied.
Line 22. Give and take.
This is a noun phrase, and it's a fundamental concept in any relationship.
And it means?
It refers to compromise. It describes a situation or a relationship where both sides make adjustments and concessions. You give a little and you take a little.
It's the secret to a happy marriage, or so they say.
That's what they say.
Okay, example 1. A good marriage requires a lot of give and take.
A classic piece of wisdom.
Example 2. There needs to be some give and take in this negotiation if we want to reach a deal.
It's essential for business as well.
And example 3. It can't just be me giving all the time. A relationship has to be about give and take.
The semantic field is compromise and healthy relationships.
Synonyms. Is there a single word for it?
Compromise is the best one-word synonym. You could also talk about cooperation or negotiation.
And collocations.
It's often phrased as, it's all about give and take, or there needs to be a little give and take.
And the opposite. What's a relationship with no give and take?
That would be characterized by stubbornness, one-sidedness, or rigidity.
Okay. Line 23. This is a nasty one. Put somebody down.
It is a nasty phrasal verb. It means to criticize someone or to make them feel stupid or inferior, especially in front of other people.
It's a form of bullying, really. It's designed to lower someone's confidence. Okay, sentences. Number 1. He is always putting his wife down in public.
Horrible behavior.
Number 2. Don't put yourself down. You are very talented.
You can do it to yourself, too. Negative self-talk.
And number 3. She felt bad all day because her boss put her down during the team meeting.
The semantic field is criticism and insult. It's about humiliation.
What are some synonyms?
Belittle is a great one. Also humiliate, insult, or criticize.
And the preposition is down.
Yes. You put someone down, the direction matches the feeling, it makes you feel low.
Collocations.
You often hear it as a plea, stop putting me down, or as an observation, he's always putting people down.
And the opposite is a much nicer action.
It's much nicer. The opposite is to praise someone, to build them up, to compliment them, or to encourage them.
Okay, we are in the final stretch. Part 4. Conflict, emotion, and moods. Line 24. At somebody's expense.
This means to do something that harms another person or costs them something. And it is very, very often used when we're talking about jokes. Laughing at someone where they are the victim of the joke, not laughing with them.
So it means someone else pays the price for my fun or my benefit.
That's it exactly.
Okay, sentences. Number 1. They all had a good laugh at my expense.
Meaning they were laughing at me.
Number 2. He became rich at the expense of his workers, who were paid very little.
A more serious financial meaning.
And number 3. Don't make jokes at her expense. It's rude.
A warning against bullying humor. The semantic field is cost and detriment.
Synonyms.
A more formal way to say it is to the detriment of. Or you could say harming or costing someone.
And the preposition is at.
Yes, at someone's expense.
And collocations.
A joke at my expense, a laugh at his expense, or to profit at their expense.
The opposite.
For someone's benefit or to someone's advantage.
Line 25. Tidy something away.
This is a cleaning phrasal verb. But it's specific. It doesn't just mean wiping a table. It means putting things back in their proper storage place to make a room look clean.
It's about hiding the clutter. Putting the toys back in the toy box.
Precisely.
Okay, example 1. Please tidy your toys away before dinner.
A command to a child.
Example 2. She tidied away all the papers on her desk.
She organized them and put them out of sight.
And example 3. It took an hour to tidy everything away after the party.
The semantic field is cleaning and organization.
What are the synonyms?
Put away is the most common one. Also, clear up or organize.
And the preposition away is key.
It is. Tidy away. It implies moving the object out of sight into storage.
And collocations.
Tidy the mess away. Tidy it all away.
And the opposite.
To take out your toys, to clutter a space, to mess up a room, or to leave things out.
Okay, line 26. Change the subject.
This means to start talking about something different.
And it's usually intentional, right?
Very often. We usually do this to avoid a topic that is awkward or difficult, or one we just don't want to discuss.
It's a verbal pivot, a conversational escape hatch.
I like that. An escape hatch.
Okay, sentences. Number 1. When I asked him about his job, he quickly changed the subject.
A clear sign he didn't want to talk about it.
Number 2. Let's change the subject. This conversation is too depressing.
Using it as a direct suggestion.
And number 3. She is an expert at changing the subject whenever she feels uncomfortable.
It's a skill. For better or worse, the semantic field is conversation flow and management.
And synonyms.
You could say shift the conversation or divert the topic.
And collocations.
It's often modified with an adverb, quickly change the subject, or use it as a command, don't change the subject.
And the opposite of changing the subject.
To stick to the point, to elaborate on the topic, or to continue discussing it.
Line 27. This one is a very vivid, almost cartoonish idiom. Bite somebody's head off.
It is a great image, isn't it?
It is.
It means to reply to someone very angrily and very suddenly, usually for no good reason. It describes complete overreaction.
Like a snapping turtle, just a sudden aggressive bite.
Exactly.
Okay, sentence 1. I only asked a simple question. You don't have to bite my head off.
A very common way to respond to that anger.
Sentence 2. The boss bit my head off when I arrived 5 minutes late.
An overreaction to a small mistake.
Sentence 3. Be careful, she is very stressed today, so she might bite your head off if you disturb her.
A warning. The semantic field is definitely anger and overreaction.
What are some synonyms?
The phrasal verb snap at is very close, or just yell at or shout at.
And collocations.
The most common is the one in the example, don't bite my head off, or he nearly bit my head off.
And the opposite is much more pleasant.
Yes, to respond calmly, to speak gently, or to answer patiently.
Okay. Line 28. Put off doing something or put something off.
This means to delay doing something until a later time. The formal one-word verb for this is procrastinate.
Procrastination. Something we all do with things we hate doing.
We certainly do.
Okay, example 1. I keep putting off my dentist appointment.
A classic example of avoiding something unpleasant.
Example 2, the famous proverb, don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today.
Wise advice that's hard to follow.
And example 3, they decided to put off the meeting until next week.
A more neutral, planned delay. The semantic field is time and procrastination. It's a phrasal verb.
And synonyms.
Postpone, delay, or the more formal, defer.
And the preposition is off.
Yes, you put it off. You're pushing the event away from you in time.
And collocations?
It's often put it off or stop putting it off.
The opposite.
To do something immediately, to tackle a task, or to bring something forward, which means to make it happen earlier than planned.
Line 29, ups and downs.
This beautiful little phrase describes a mixture of good things and bad things. It refers to the alternating periods of success and failure, or happiness and sadness that happen in life or in a relationship.
Like a roller coaster. Or a mountain range with peaks and valleys.
Exactly. It captures the natural rhythm of life.
Let's see the examples. Sentence 1, every relationship has its ups and downs.
No relationship is perfect all the time.
Sentence 2, his career has had a lot of ups and downs.
Meaning periods of success and periods of failure.
And sentence 3, despite all the ups and downs, they remained best friends.
It shows the strength of their bond. The semantic field is variation and life cycles.
And synonyms.
Highs and lows is a very direct synonym. Also, peaks and valleys, or the more technical term, fluctuations.
And collocations.
We often say we've had our ups and downs, or that life is full of ups and downs.
And what's the opposite? What's a life without ups and downs?
It would be a life of stability, monotony, consistency, or the idiom smooth sailing.
And finally, line 30. We get to end on a positive note. Cheer somebody up or cheer up.
A lovely way to finish. It means to become happier or to make someone else happier. It's all about lifting the mood.
A very nice way to wrap up our lesson. Okay, sentence 1. I bought her some flowers to cheer her up.
A kind action to make someone feel better.
Sentence 2, as a command. Cheer up. Things will get better soon.
A direct encouragement to feel happier.
And sentence 3, a good comedy movie always cheers me up when I'm feeling sad.
So the semantic field is happiness and positive emotion.
What are the synonyms?
Comfort, encourage, brighten up, or a slightly more old-fashioned one, gladden.
And the preposition is up.
Yes, cheer up. The direction is positive, lifting someone's spirits up.
And collocations.
Try to cheer them up. Or, as we saw, the command, cheer up.
And the opposite.
To depress someone, to sadden them, to bring them down, or to discourage them.
And there we have it, 30 phrases. We went from breaking up and falling in love to drifting apart, dealing with the ups and downs, and finally, cheering up.
It's amazing when you look at them all together, isn't it? These aren't just random vocabulary words. They are the building blocks of human connection. They describe how we navigate that space between ourselves and other people.
So here's my question to you, the listener. Which of these phrases describes your week so far? Have you been putting off a difficult task? Or maybe you're building on a recent success.
And here's a final thought to leave you with. We often think idioms like bite someone's head off or put yourself in their shoes are just, colorful decorations in the language. But if you strip them all away, how much harder would it be to express true empathy or true frustration? Does the language we use to describe our relationships actually end up shaping the relationships themselves?
Something to think about. We hope you learned something new today. Stick together with us, and we will catch you on the next deep dive.